and I won't lose. Let's go to an island where the water run is blue, blue, blue. I got 2 bad bitches in the coop, coop, coop. 42 in the bottle, glasses on full too. Ain't no games, I ain't playing, I want you, yeah. Take a trip, let's go shopping, I got blues, yeah. We got options, you could choose. Yeah, you want it, I can buy it, ain't no rules, yeah. I'm just saying, let me help you upgrade you, yeah. Fuck that nigga, he don't care about you, yeah. Girl, move on. He can't treat you like I do, my money too long. I got homies for your friends and we can group on. We are early, hit our shot like Curry. Bitch, I wanna shoot, shoot, shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you, yeah. I want you, yeah, that
Hello, everyone. This is Omar from the third rail. I'm back. I'm alive. I know a lot of you are wondering, where you been, Omar? Well, I had a lot of health issue. I had an issue with my eyes. I had surgeries on both eyes. Thank God I could see okay. Sorry, I put this on. But I'm glad I'm back. I'm going to try to be back as much as I can. I thank everyone. If I still have any audience out there, I thank you very much for being there. Everything is good. I mean, life is good. Had the surgeries. The surgeries are okay. They haven't healed yet completely. Had one on the left eye, then on the right eye, because I took some medication that had a side effect that gave me cataract, believe it or not, and I almost couldn't see at all. I can read my phone or anything like that. Anyway, today we're going to have a good show. As you know, we have an issue with the progressive channel called the Young Turks. Full disclosure, I've been a member of the Young Turks for a long time. I think I give about $5 every month. I stopped, I was a membership. I was encouraging it. I used to like to watch it. I like the action. Come on with the Sink Uger, Shink. I don't know how to pronounce his name. And the witch, Anna, the witch. So everybody has been talking about that the Young Turks are making a pivot towards being MAGA or right-wing oriented or toward the center right, whatever it is. This has started a long time ago. You have to understand the relationship between Anna Kasparian and Shink is not a normal relationship. She is the alpha male in the relationship. She's the dominating member. If you watch closely in the Young Turk, every segment they have, every time she says something and he answers back, he looks at her for approval like she's his mother. Now, the problem I have with Anna Kasparian, this started a long time ago, this pivot. And I'm going to tell you what did it. Remember when Steven Crowder had that issue with the Daily Wire when they offered him like $50 million to join the Daily Wire and he refused it? When Anna Kasparian saw that money, she melted. She's a money-hungry, gobbling piece of shit. Trust me. She is not. They don't believe in progressive. Nobody does. Even the right. When I notice here, it's all about the money in the United States. I will do it too if I had a legit following. I'm probably toward the center. Honestly, politically, I'm like fair-minded, equal economic justice, health justice, but socially, I'm against the curriculum in school with the LGBT stuff, with the other things, things that are associated that deals with family values. I'm more conservative in that idea. So to get back to Anna Kasparian, if you remember when Steven Crowder refused that $50 million, I think for 4 years, whatever it was, Anna Kasparian had a meltdown. A week later, she did an interview with Ben Shapiro. That was the first time I knew something was going on. And I swear to God, I told that to myself. I said, all of a sudden, she ran to Ben Shapiro to do that stuff. Then the second hit in the head for Anna Kasparian was, oh gosh, no. For Anna Kasparian was, who cares about these people? Was when remember when they disclosed the income of people on Twitch, and Hassan Piker was making having $250,000 every month. That blew her mind. She even once in a while she'd throw something at him by accident. She hate them. Then she started putting pressure on the beta in the relationship who's Shink Yogor, or Sink, or Shink, he's a grifter too, believe me. He has all these organization, Democratic Justice, the Wolf Rebel, whatever. He has raising money. He ran for Congress and couldn't even get 5% of the vote. Then during the presidential election, he was not born in the United States and he can't run for president. And he ran for president and raised money, knowing that if you could not win a congressional seat in California, who's going to give you the country? That's when I started having second thoughts about the Young Turks. But slowly but surely, every time Sink will talk on a segment, he say, come on, Mega, come on. You know, I'm right, Mega. I'm right. You know, I'm right. So he probably started looking at the numbers on his viewership. He started seeing a lot of people from maybe Tim Pool, from Joe Rogan, a little bit. Because YouTube tells you, like 10% of the fan from this platform are watching you, whatever it is. So they saw that. So, and with the election, they said, oh, it's going to be 4 dry years. Let us just go with this. Let us pivot to Mega, whatever it is. They could do whatever they want. They could do, but don't be sly about it. Don't be like a fucking fox. Don't lie to your members, especially with since you ago. He goes, well, I've been going all to the right-wing platforms. I have all of them to debate them just for you. No, he's not. He's going to all these right-wing platforms to debate as a guest. He's making a feel. He's feeling the air. He's trying to single these audiences that, listen, come here. I'm willing to come to you, but I just need to be assured that every time I go to a different platform, like the PBD, like Tim Pool, anything, even the witch and Anna the witch, she does the same thing. And it's natural. Nobody cares. Life is not going to be over. You still have the Majority Report, which I watch. I don't even donate to Sam Cedar. That's the whole thing. I've been donating my money all to the Young Turks all this time. And Sam Cedar, who's a true progressive, you don't have to agree with them 100%, but I agree with them on Medicaid for all, on universal. I love this idea of universal health care. You saw what happened with the shooting, so you need that universal health care. So what I'm trying to say, we're going to watch some segment, and we're going to go over them. The Vanguard, these young guys, they look like those, what's his name? Those 2 crazy guys from Wayne World, whatever you want to call them. They're going, they're making their money, and they're eating the Young Turks' lunch. They are going. The Young Turks, they're going to destroy themselves eventually because they're not making the pivot right away. Or they're doing the Dave Rubin, the Tulsi Gabbard, Jimmy Dore. I like Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore, I agree with him on the Palestinian issue. I think he's right. And he does what he has to do for himself. It's okay. There's no issue with that. Let me drink some apple juice to keep me strong. So we're going to look at a couple of segments. I'm going to try, to react to them from the Young Turks. I'll put them all together to see how it goes. And we're going to stop and just watch them all and see how they go. Haven't been here in a while, guys. I don't know, man. I love my Arabian fans. Look at that. They come for me all the time. Shukran, thank you. I need some of you. Okay, let's watch this. Let's see what's this. Let's see this. Okay, ready?
Me out. He stopped everything he was doing to help me out. And then Jeff and I became very close. One of my neighbors who I really like, he was my favorite person in the entire building. And years go by. One day we're in an HOA meeting. Homeowners.
Okay, let me fix this. This is one of those bullshit stories she got going for herself. She met a guy named Jeff, and he helped her with the bicycle. And she never talked politics with him. She eats and breathes and shit politics. I talk politics. Every time a plumber comes to my house to fix my plumbing, or electrician, or from the cable TV to fix the wires, I'll talk him to death about politics. I'm a nobody. And she's trying to tell us, well, about this guy, Jeff, you're going to listen to the story. As a person who's on the political edge of things, she didn't know that people who voted for Trump are human beings. That's what she's trying to say. This is how fucking bullshit the story is. Excuse my language. You didn't know that 73 million people that voted for Donald Trump were good human beings and good Americans? You didn't know that? I knew that, and I'm a nobody. I knew that. I don't have to be judgmental. I'm not like saying, oh, those 73 million people are no good. But look at the stupidity of the story. There's another story she's going to tell. This is nothing. When they say, they have an Arabic saying, the excuse is worse than the crime. You understand? The excuse is worse than the crime. Let's see what she has to say. I don't want to take over let her take over the whole screen. Who cares? Okay, ready?
And so I'm like trying to get his bicycle like up the stairs. And all of a sudden, this man stops me. His name's Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
And he's like, hey, let me help you out with that.
Hey, he said, hey, that is the acting job. That is not real.
And he starts helping me out.
Right.
He stopped everything he was doing to help me out.
Right. He was going to put off. He was about to go put a fire out in the neighborhood, and he stopped everything he has to do to help me with our bike. I will help you with our bike. I will help anybody with a bike, especially if it's a woman or an elderly person or things of that nature. There's nothing wrong with that. This is the dumbest excuse. There's another one I'm going to show you that I ever heard. She is the alpha male of the TYT. She is the alpha male. Go ahead.
Then Jeff and I became very close. One of my neighbors who I really like, he was my favorite person in the entire building.
Okay.
And years go by. One day we're in an HOA meeting, homeowners association, and one of the people living in the building said something about Trump that was negative. I don't remember what it is. And Jeff whispers in my ear, she's going to start trashing Trump. I'm out of here. And it hit me that he's a Trump.
She knew him for years, and she never knew he was a Trump or a Republican supporter. I live in a neighborhood. I know where everybody stands. We talk. We watch football together. Trump, whatever. We don't give a damn. When the game is on, I'm going for the Lions because I feel, I love these underdogs. This is the lie of this. It's a lie. You could tell. Hey, can I help you? Hey. Oh, my gosh.
Supporter. We had never talked about politics before.
No, she never did.
So I got to know Jeff.
And he doesn't know she's on the TYT. He doesn't know she curses Trump every day. This is the lie right here. He waited until they had the home, a meeting, the home, whatever, neighborhood organization. And she's been on TYT for 20 years, and he did not even know that she's been yelling and calling Trump a fascist for the last 10 years in 2000. He doesn't know, but he was going to be upset at the lady at the home association meeting, but he's still a friend of a person who has a platform of 5 million people that day in and day out, she belittles all the Trump supporters, called them fascists, insurrectionists. She calls them every name in the book. This is the lie, man.
Before I knew what his politics were.
Oh, she didn't
incredibly
know.
Kind guy.
Yeah,
he helps everyone in this building with anything they might need.
Yep.
And so that woke me up to, wait a minute. Not all Trump supporters are like dangerous, evil individuals.
Yeah. You see, that's an insult to anybody who's on the Donald Trump. By the way, I voted for Donald Trump because of Biden's genocidal behavior. By the way, but a person who's in the media, a 5 million supporter who reads everything, talks about everything under the sun every day, did not know that some of Donald Trump's are human beings. This is what she's saying. I didn't know they were human. Are they human beings? Jeff showed me that Donald Trump's supporters, 73 million Americans who voted for him the last election, I don't know how many millions this time, they're human beings. They're not all fascists. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jeff.
And yes, it was stupid that I thought that to begin with. Like, I'm embarrassed admitting that, but it's just how I believed. And that kind of was one of the moments where it's like a light bulb went off.
There's no light bulb. You mean a dollar sign went off.
And something was telling me, you need to scratch beneath the surface a little more because you don't have a realistic view of what's going on here.
Yeah. All right. That is the biggest lie I've ever heard. It's almost embarrassing. It's almost embarrassing when somebody tells this kind of lie. I mean, her friend Jeff, who knew her for years, was about to leave a homeowners associated meeting, probably important. They're talking about, whatever it is, crime, whatever it is. But he remained her friend for years, and he knows that every day, 5 days a week, she goes on YouTube and tells 5 million people how fascist Donald Trump is and how fascist his father is. You are a liar. Let's go to the next line. Let's go to the next line. This is how these people are. Not only are they insulting the progressive watchers, they're even insulting the people they want to pivot to. And some of these people on Twitter, she's telling the truth. You liberal piece of shit. No, she's not. She's a phony. She's not on your side. She's on the side of her pocket. You ever see Shrink Yoga or Sink, whatever the fuck his name is? I used to like him a lot. Come on. He has alligator hands. So his arms when he goes on Hassan. The guy is about 5'2". The only thing that's big about is his face on the YouTube channel. He's a money hungry immigrant just like me. Yeah. All right. Now let's listen to this, the most idiotic story I ever heard. When she tries to stigmatize a whole segment of the homeless populations in California and accuse them of the worst of the worst. There she is.
22. It was around March. I was walking my dog. It was not quite dark yet, but the sun was setting.
Yeah, the sun was still up. Hold on. I got, oh gosh, I forgot how to do this. I hate this stuff. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now she's telling a story here. She's on a podcast. Now she wants to. Now she's trying to tell a story about being sexually assaulted. Now, sexual assault, it's the worst crime that could happen to any person, man, woman, child, whatever it is. But to use it sometimes as a political way or as a way to try to maneuver your way out of what you are, or trying to swim across the pond to the right-wing media, don't do that, because the story has to be believable. Now you listen to the story. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm gonna say my piece, and you judge if what I'm saying is right or wrong. Okay, let's listen to the story. Ready?
In 2022, it was around March. I was walking my dog. It was not quite dark yet, but the sun was setting.
Yeah.
As I'm walking my dog.
And she's walking her dog. Okay, I don't know what neighborhood she was in, because she probably lives in a gated neighborhood. But let's follow the story just for the sake of following the story.
I see these two guys that were They were just kind of like moving around weirdly. They seemed kind of manic, and their clothes were tattered. So I knew that they were probably homeless, and I also knew that they're probably on something just based on like the twitchy way they were acting.
All right.
But living in LA, I mean, there's homeless people everywhere, right? So I've never had problems. I didn't think anything of it.
All right.
But as I was bending down to pick up my dog's mess, one of the guys like grabs me by my hips, and he had an erection.
Oh God.
And just starts like humping me.
All right. I don't know what the story is there. I don't want you guys to get on my case. Now, I've been married for almost 15 years. There is no way I'm able to hold my wife and hump her without her permission while she's doing shows in the house. She actually stood still. She looked strong. She could fight. And she waited. And they had an erection. And they were humping her. And let's see what she did. Usually what you do, especially if you're a woman and you've been victimized sexually, you got to call the police, right? That's what you do. I'll call the police if somebody just spits on me in the street. Let's see what she did. I know she has a police report. Let's see.
And I I didn't know what to do. Like I was terrified. I didn't have a weapon on me.
Yep.
Like I had no way of defending myself. I didn't know how far it was going to go because it's two guys. I'm by myself with my little dog. It was.
And there's no human beings around, no houses, no homes. She must have been on a deserted area, like they don't have no trains in California. I'm from New York. The story is not making any sense. The story is a fucking lie. And allegedly, I don't have nothing she could sue me for. I don't have no money. But I know it's a lie. Because you don't stand still and you don't bend down while a person comes behind you and tries to violate you and hump on you while he has an erection. Two things a woman could do: turn around and kick him in the balls, run as fast as you can, or scream as loud as you can. You understand? And I'm sure there's other human beings around. Okay, let's continue.
One of the most terrifying things ever, because I'm pretty good at defending myself. In that moment, I just knew there was no option.
No way.
Yeah. And luckily, he stopped, and they just laughed at me and walked away as they were.
She let him hump her until he stopped. I'm sorry to talk so rough or rude or rudely. I don't know how to describe it in English. A lot of guys won't touch this, like the Vanguard and other. I'll touch it because I know it's a lie. She's trying to stigmatize the homeless population. She's trying to accomplish two things. She's trying to say that a liberal California is no good. It's garbage, crime all over the place. I gotta move. That's what they all say. Dave Rubin, they all said that. They all moved. And second of all, homeless is out of the way and crime and this liberal thinking is not working because I was humped by two. You could go to red states. They have incest. They rape their own family. They have rapes, serial killers. They have all that stuff. Crime is a crime wherever you go in America. So let's see what she did. She finally probably called the police. And tell me you called the cops.
Were laughing at me. And so there was the fear and then the humiliation and weirdly shame. Like I felt ashamed for some reason. And it was awful. And it was really taking a toll on my mental health because I have to walk my dog, right? So at least 2 or 3 times a day, I'm going outside kind of scared. And so I opened up about this on the show.
I wonder where she lives. We want to know what area she lives in, that she has to come out 2 or 3 times a day and she's been violated and she don't know. Call the cops. I'm sure. Get Jeff, the guy with the bicycle. Let him help you. Where's your husband? You married, right? Get Jeff to do it.
Not really thinking much of it. And before I know it, I'm starting to get these messages and it's like really, really harsh stuff.
Yeah.
And it's about how you are painting a picture of the homeless community. You know, how could you be like this? You know, these are your unhoused neighbors and they need help. A few people accused me of being
buzzword, unhoused. That's a new word for liberals. I don't know why they use that, but she's using that because she knows that's a virtual signal for right-wingers.
Racist when I had never disclosed the race of the individuals who did this to me. And in fact, they were white. And so like when they started accusing me of being racist, I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you assuming that the people who did this?
Of course.
Yeah. Like, I think you might have a problem here.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that woke me up. That woke me up because I'm like, oh my God.
They eat their own.
Yeah, that woke you up. You know, so you heard the story, right? She's saying that she went to pick up something off the ground, maybe the dog poop or whatever, and she stood still as one guy with an erection came behind her and was actually humping her, and she stood still, frozen in time, until he finished or whatever he did. He stopped and just moved along. Now, any person who's been sexually assaulted, I don't know. I never been or never had any family, thank God, and I don't wish anything on anybody else. Just full disclosure. I'm not saying this to belittle any sexual crime. I know people say, oh, look at this Omar. It's a lie. You got to call a spade a spade. It's a fucking lie. Where's the police report? You didn't call the cops? You didn't call the cops to prevent these 2 people from doing to another person? You let him go? They are homeless. They're not going to go to another state. They're going to be just down the block. You're going to get, I had people who I had fights with when I was young. I go on a cruiser. We walk around with the cruiser with the cops, and I'll point the person. They don't go that far. Those homeless people did not go that far. You could have called the cops and prevented a future crime or violation of other women. But it's a lie. It's nothing but a lie. This is a pivot. This is a disgusting and ugly pivot. I said it before and I say it again. That sounds like a rap song, right? You could pivot. I changed my mind. You know, before I was going against my own feeling just to fit in with Destiny and the other guys and Brianna Wu. And I saw these people were rejects and animalistic behavior. I could not agree with Destiny, cockhold thinking and bisexual stuff. I'm going to be honest. I was raised as a Muslim in the United States. I'm very open socially and everything. But there are certain things that I was going against my community. And I used to go to my community to a tea shop or coffee. They said, Omar, I mean, you're for abortion? I said, listen, it's not that I'm for abortion. It's that we live in a country with laws. And that's the law of the land. I mean, it's the law of the land. Then when I started talking, they said, Omar, they're trying to teach our kids in school. Then I said, well, I had a rethink and I did everything. And I'm not a grifter. I'm not making any money. I made $10 in this Toronto the whole last month because I was sick. $10 I made, and probably lost more on electricity, rather have around here, than I made on YouTube. But the whole idea is when you're gonna pivot, don't get ugly, don't lie, don't try to stigmatize other people, don't try to stigmatize the whole state of California. Yeah, they have a homeless problem, but it is what it is. Okay, now let's go. Hey, I have another segment here. Here's the beta male here in the whole. Wait, there's something really ugly. Hold on. Wait, how about
and everyone will hear exactly what they want to hear. Criminals are great.
Hold on. I don't know. Okay, this is another segment. They were on the set. It's a short segment. It's a short segment. Let me fix the damn thing. You could tell her. Okay. Now we already did the move, right? First, she found out that Trump supporters are actually human beings. After 20 years of her being a political analyst or pundit, she did not know that Trump supporters were human beings, that a person like me who lives in New York City, who doesn't see a lot of Trump supporters, but knew they were human beings. Because now, I go, to the suburbs of New York, I see the Trump flags. Who cares? You can support Trump. I support him this election. I have a whole video. When I saw Biden did not do anything as 50,000 and 20,000 children were killed, I knew Donald Trump could not be like that. Donald Trump will not stand for a genocide. He's everything you could say about him, but I know at least he's going to be better than that zombie inside the White House, okay? So now we went through the first stages of grief of Lee, right? The first thing was she met a guy named Jeff. He was a Trump supporter and she didn't know. And he got upset at the home association meeting because they were going to talk about Trump, but he never got upset at her. She's been with her fucking big mouth every day with a bullhorn calling Trump and his supporters every name in the book. He didn't get mad at that, and he didn't even know who she is, and she never talked to him about politics. So that's the first one. Right? Second of all, she was sexually assaulted by one homeless person in California while she's walking the dog. She has no police report. She never called the cops, and she never did anything. Now, this is the most disgusting and ugliest one of them all. She is trying to dog whistle racism. This is dangerous because why? Because she's trying to dog whistle racism. Now, listen to her. And look at the idiot next to her. He's not the man. He's the beta man. You think he runs the show? She got him by the balls. She's probably blackmailing him. She started working for him. She was 19 years old. You don't know what that fucking monster did or anything or tried to do. She probably got some shit on him. Remember they were having the bicker? Now he finally gave in and said, okay, all right, let's see what she has to say.
I love criminals. We should let all of them out of prison, and we should, allow them to terrorize working class people when they're trying to get to work. And that's actually going to make everybody's lives better. So
yeah, and let me do the other half.
If that's going to make everyone happy, then fine. Okay, I give up. Okay, criminals are great unless they're white. If they're white, we should put them in prison for the rest of their lives.
Oh my God, if they're right wing, life sentence. Okay.
You see how he's a fucking he's a pussy, Sink. He's what we call in New York City a pussy. Pussycat. He's a pussycat. I'm not gonna get no money for this video. Fuck him. He was trying to get his word in for like he can't talk yet. And how dog whistle all. Well, I guess I love crime, but if it's a white person, it's okay. What she's saying, she's like saying, I'm gonna come to you guys. I'm pro-white. I'm gonna be pro-grievances. I'm changing here. Look at me. I'm standing up for you because you're white, because people hate you. And the other idiot says, oh, especially if you're right wing, you get life. Shink is the most beta male I ever saw in my whole life. He's a money hungry, gobbling piece. He went to a Wharton. He's not a person. He came from a good background. He's not a poor guy. He used to be a Republican 25 years ago. The first time I ever saw her show, I didn't even know what YouTube was. I came across. He was still young. He was looking. It was called the TYT. They always had the American flags behind. He was a Republican. Then he pivoted to liberalism and progressivism. He made his money. He has milked every dollar he can out of his followers. He's always raising money for something. For the studio, he got $500,000. They gave it to him. He created these organizations that have. You have to understand sometimes these people, when you're in the money, you find ways to make money. There's a lot of money involved in politics. So what he did is he creates these dumb organizations, names only, like the Wolf Pack, whatever it's called. And what he does, he gets a stream of income as a consultant to that organization. You understand what they do? Brianna Wu gets a 5-figure salary from the same pack that he founded. Now, Brianna Wu is the most genocidal transgender human person I've ever seen. She's pro-genocidal from Israel. Every day she praises Israel, how they're killing those kids and they're criminals. Anyway, so this is the lowest of the low. When I'm going to play it again, when Ann Kasparian starts to play the race card. Now, not only is she a grifter, now she's a dangerous grifter. You understand? Let's watch this again fully.
Anyways, so I know, how dare we be principled? We should be unfair to the right. I know. We should be unfair to fellow Americans. I know. So,
wait, hold on.
Happy with me and everyone will hear exactly what they want to hear. Criminals are great. I love criminals. We should let all of them out of prison, and we should, allow them to terrorize working class people when they're trying to get to work. And that's actually going to make everybody's lives better. So
yeah, and let me do the other half.
If that's going to make everyone happy, then fine. Okay, I give up. Okay, criminals are great unless they're white. If they're white, we should put them in prison for the rest of their lives.
Oh my God, if they're right wing, life sentence. Okay, anyways, so I know, how dare we be principled? We should be unfair to the right. I know. We should be unfair.
Sorry. You see? These are Dumb and Dumber. Remember that movie Dumb and Dumber? These are them. I think if anybody on the right sees this, they should not accept them, man. Don't give them a home. They're all fake and phony. If they are going to sell 5 million followers because they're following the money, because what the TYT has become a dead channel. It's like my channel. I have 2.8 million people, but it used to be a short channel, and somebody gave it to me, and I changed it because it was all reused material. Sometimes I get like 500 views. I used to get a lot before because they didn't know it was English now. It was in English before this channel. But imagine having a 5 million subscription and your videos don't go over 40,000 views. So they know time is not on their side. So they're trying to pivot. They're trying to look for easy money. They saw the money with Steven Crowder, with the Daily Wire and all this stuff. They see all this money that's moving around, and they want to eat that money. They want to gobble it up. They already milked the left, and they already milked every progressive they can. And now they want to pivot. And I'm going to tell anybody who's listening to me, you should pivot to the vanguard or pivot to Majority Report, if you're progressive, that's the home of the progressives. Or me, I don't know, man. If I can get a couple, if I get the energy, I will do every day, but I'm always sick, so I don't know what I could do. Anyway, okay, we did, how many we did already? This and that. Okay, is that, okay, we did this bullshit shit. No, let me get rid of this stuff, because I don't want to do stuff, man. See, I still can't see that good yet, believe it or not. Okay, I'm going to watch these segments. Let's see what this segment is all about. Is that it? Nope. Yes, me right there. Let's go.
Specific example of someone that worked here that has said something very similar to her.
Oh, interesting. Okay, it can't be.
Yeah, she's talking about Hassan, remember? Can't be a nephew. You witch. Let's go.
After somebody goes and does it 1,000 times, we're like, all right, fuck it. Here's who's doing it, and fuck them, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, oh no, I can't believe you're saying that about poor Jimmy Dore. I can't believe you're saying that.
This guy's a fucking clown. He's a clown. Look at him. This is a clown. All those moving and yelling and screaming. He's a clown. He's a beta male. She's the man. She probably pegs him. Am I going too far or what? I don't care. Look at this. He's a clown. Sam Cedar has more honesty and truth in his left ball than this fucking alligator arm has in his whole big head. You ever see it? He's 4 feet 8. He's a beta.
About poor Dave Rubin. I can't believe you're saying that about poor Sam Cedar. I know. Poor Sam. Yeah, okay. So anyways, yeah. And so look, they claim to be more left wing, and then they'll work.
I don't give a shit.
No, hold on, let me finish.
Look at the witch.
And then they'll go around and be like, oh, corporatist politics.
I don't give a shit. I already made my mind. I saw the money they have. Steven Crowder, yeah. You see how she's talking? I don't give a shit. That's how she probably yells at this idiot behind the scenes.
Politicians, yes, establishment Democrats. Kamala Harris. What happened? I thought Kamala Harris was a cop. Now all of a sudden, oh, Kamala Harris lost. What happened? What happened? There's only two things that make you cry. When establishment.
I'm going to tell you why she lost, you idiot. You was all behind 100%. All of a sudden she lost. You're not. She was trying to run as a Republican. And the Republican knew her. And they don't know they're not going to trust her. They're not going to vote for her. We told her so. I said it every day on Twitter. You're running as a Republican and you're not going to get those votes. Because she was watching MSNBC all day and watching all those rhinos, Republican rhinos from the Bush administration who have made a home at MSNBC, telling her these lies and put her in a fucking bubble. That's why she lost. She had $1 billion to lose. If I had $1 billion, I could have been president. She's running with Dick Cheney, a war criminal. That's why she lost. She's an idiot. She has no brain. Every time she starts flapping those hands, we know she's out of ideas.
When Democrats lose, and when we fight back against you. Oh, well, you're not supposed to fight back. Oh, they're so rude. I mean, we only call them Nazis. Why are they fighting back? You see how they're the bad guys? Let's all cry again. Oh.
He was calling Donald Trump's and his supporter fascists and Nazis before the election. No, look at this clown. This man is a clown. He's a clown. Why would you give him all your money? For what? Why? I think every person should cancel their subscription to the TYT, whatever the hell his name is. And you don't give your money to anybody. Give it to the Vanguard. Those two kids need it. Give it to the Vanguard, man. All right? Oh, Sam Cedar and the Majority Report, they're honest. Sam Cedar didn't even have a store. He just started selling hats and shirts because Ever told Ever told him, and the other guy.
Oh, cry all you want. I don't give a goddamn what you do. But if you guys support a corporatist prick in the next primary because of identity politics or any other bullshit, I'm going to let everybody know that all of the things you've ever done in your life was apparently totally and utterly fraudulent. And all you wanted was to get some pats on the head.
He's talking about himself. He said everything you ever did in your whole life was fraudulent. That's what you're doing right now. You've been lying to people for 20 years, man. You've been lying to people and taking their money, hundreds and millions of dollars. He always has a fundraiser. He ran for president, and he's not even a full citizen. He wasn't born in America. He could even win a congressional seat in California that was open. I could have won it. And he turns around and starts running around. I'm running for president, and there's no sense of shame in his face. Good.
Ahead from the establishment. We're populist. Are you guys populist? I don't see that at all. Oh, cheer for the establishment. Yay! Okay, go ahead. Do it in the next primary. Go support Pete Buttigieg in the next primary or Gavin Newsom. Let me see you, okay?
See? You know what he gets investment? His investments are from Peter Thiel and the other guys, right-wing tech bros. His studio, I think, is Poly Market, is named after a gambling site that is owned by Peter Thiel. You're going to see in the next segment and other right-wing scumbags that he claims. He said, oh, you're a corporate media. Blah, 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 so where are you getting your money from? You're taking money from people like me who gives you $5 every month. And by the way, I'm disabled, so I'm giving money I don't have. Not because I agree with everything you say, but I've been following you for like 10, 15 years. I've been watching you on and off, not every day. But you want to go follow the money. Don't make all this noise. Just shut up and just pivot. Get up one day and say, listen, I have a message for all my followers. This is what we're going to do. We're going to be centrist. Start with that. If you want to lie, say, oh, we're going to be a centrist, okay? But you're not doing that. Anyway, let's go to the next segment. Let's see. I know I'm boring to that. I'm just telling you, these guys are a bunch of lies, man. Okay, let's see what this is.
Peter Thiel also financed PayPal. Did anybody ever?
Okay, hold on. Now, the Poly Market, it's called the Poly Market Studio. His studio is called it. And you know who financed it? His followers. They donated $450,000. That studio should be called the TYT Subscribers Studios, because they're the one who financed it and built it for him. So he took $1 million from a guy named, I don't know. I'm not good with names. Now he knows that everybody's telling him that his studio is being financed by people that he always says that they're no good. Now let's see what he says. Now look at the reasoning he gives. Look, he's a fucking idiot. He's a clown. Cenk Uygur is a clown. He has no political capacity in his head. He just screams and yells. And she's the witch here, Anna the witch. She's the one behind the scene. I think she's the one who made TYT. She's smart, she's strong, and she knows what she wants. You see, every time he says something, he has to look at her. Of course! Of course! That's his whole shtick a couple months ago was, of course! Of course! Of course! That was his whole program. Let's go.
All right, welcome to the Young Turks. Cenk Uygur and Kasparian, all back in the studio here, Poly Market Studios in LA.
Thoughts and prayers.
Look, the last thing is about Peter Thiel. So apparently he put money into Poly Market, right? So that people are holding that against us. Now, I didn't know that when we did the deal, but does it matter? I'm going to say something revolutionary. No, it doesn't matter. Why? Okay, Peter Thiel also financed PayPal. Did anybody ever use PayPal? If you did, guilty. Okay, hold on.
Okay, look at the reason. This is how dumb this fucking guy is. He's so dumb. Peter Thiel owns PayPal. Use it as a service to pay your bills or to pay people. PayPal is not a political entity that comes every day at 6 o'clock and tell us how bad our corporate America is, how bad, and you're taking money from them. You understand? PayPal is a service. It's not a political channel. Let's see the second reason in here with this idiot.
Okay, Peter Thiel also financed Facebook. Did anybody ever use Facebook? I know Emma did. because she used to make videos for us on Facebook.
You hear what he's saying? This is Emma. She's at the Major Report. Well, he financed his Facebook. You know, Ever did, and she was what? She was making videos for his channel. She was working for him. This guy is stupid, man. This is the dumbest guy I've ever seen. I don't know why I was fooled all this year by this idiot.
Emma, I can't believe you work with Peter Thiel, and Peter Thiel funded her.
Yeah, she worked for you. Of course, she was. Of course, she did videos for the Young Turks on Facebook. She is guilty as charged. You're guilty for telling her to do it for you. If you really think, man, come on, man. Start this shit.
Organization Facebook. Hey, give me all that money back from all of your videos on Facebook because Peter Thiel financed Facebook. You're going to do that? No, you're not going to do that, right? So it's just a piece of propaganda that they're using against us.
I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't care at all.
See, you gotta give the witch credit. I don't give a shit. Fuck that. If you saw the struggle for the battle for the soul of the Young Turks channel is. They were hating each other a month ago. They were looking at each other. They were arguing. They were bickering all over. Finally, she took him behind the curtain over there and beat the shit out of him and told him, "Listen, you piece of shit, you idiot. You 4'8" idiot. Either I'm gonna do it with you or without you. I'm gonna leave you here." He knows. I could say it with confidence that the witch Anna Kasparian is the TYT network. I think she's the one who gives it life, who gives it energy. He doesn't. All he's been yelling the last couple of years is, "Of course, of course." That's it. That's all he's been doing.
I'm here. I'm speaking my truth.
She's speaking the truth. What truth are you speaking?
All right, welcome to the.
What truth you speaking, you idiot? What truth? You're a lying hypocrite. I'm speaking my truth. Oh, man. I don't have the energy for this. Let me go. Okay, this is one of the. I have a problem. I had a brain infection a long time ago, and I had a stroke, and I was in a coma for 6 months. So my memory is always shot. Or sometimes I bite the word. When I talk, you can't understand what I'm saying. It's not me. It's my speech issue. I have speech issues, and I'm bad with memory, like with names. This is one of their contributor of Rebel Headquarters. He quit live. He was on another show. He knew what was going on. He knew what the Young Turks were doing.
In his current capacity, I will.
Oh, wow.
Wait.
Also, right now, I will do no more work. I don't know why. Something just said I will do no more work with TYT though. In his current capacity, I will.
Oh, wow, bro.
No more content. I will be on no more shows. It's over for me. Like something just told me I have to say that, and I need to put it on Twitter. I need to text Jink and Anna. Y'all can't call me for no more shows. I'm done with
what?
Yeah, in real life.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Damn, that's 100.
I tell people, past couple years I've been taking paychecks from TYT. At this moment, I feel disgusted by that, dog. I don't like where TYT is right now. TYT is starting to act like, and listen, I'm telling people right now, I have not severed my relationship with TYT. I'm being a buck. So what I'm saying right now might just end that relationship.
Whoa. No,
I'm sorry, I gotta say.
It's the anniversary night, nigga. We're not doing a relationship ending tonight. I'm with my family and I'm talking to our extended family.
So you see what he did? Is he still there?
I don't really know what's going on over there, dog. Like I don't know if they had some kind of meeting or was it the Christmas party.
He does. He goes on the channel, the Rebel Headquarters. He got I think 30 million views in 1 year. I think he makes him a lot of money, but he believes in his progressiveness. He knows what they're doing. They are con artists. So if the phone call is coming from inside the house, something is going on.
Or what? Where they decided that we need to do what the Joe Scarborough did. that cost them so many viewers to say that we're gonna cover Trump, Anna, and Jink showing up in the way they showing up. Yo, it ain't worth for me. I'm never gonna be quiet. So if they say, okay, you can't be on our shows no more, then I don't give a damn, because I'm not gonna be quiet about the way that they're showing up right now. You took too much.
How are they showing up, Mondale?
Like MAGA, like an extension of damn Trump. Like, bro, you need to this idea that these people ain't white supremacists, like normalizing Trump supporters as if they ain't racist, dog. I am not okay with this. I am not. We are not gonna. I'm not gonna be good with Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski or Jink or Anna or anybody pretending that these people aren't threatening our lives. I'm a black person first. They can keep that money for them videos. I'll go back to kissing my wife and not having to create videos in the afternoon. I don't care. It's not what I'm not comfortable. We should all be mad. That was the last beacon other than Democracy Now! And Free Speech TV. I'm talking about real progressive media. Y'all took too much money from the ethos. Y'all took
too much money from the ethos. The Peter Thiel, the Pat, whatever, Katzman, whatever they are. They took money from the people they accused the Democratic Party of taking money from. America is run by corporate America. America is a corporate country. The way America is set up, even the government is set up as a corporation. You have the CEO, the president. You have the the board members, the Congress, and you have human resources, the Supreme Court, that makes sure that you understand. We are a corporation. America was set up as a company. America is a capitalist to its core. You understand? So it's okay. I mean, it's happening, but don't go and lie to people for 20 years and take their money every day. And all of a sudden you're following a different money now. You're following that bag, like they say in the streets. Now all of a sudden, man, you got to reimburse those people for their money, man. For that studio, they paid for that studio. Why are you calling it the Poly Market Studio? And the people who built it was your subscribers who donated to you.
Too much money with too many billions of views to be doing what y'all doing right now. So I don't know who offered you a check or which check you're trying to get, but I'm disgusted by it as a contributor and a person who helped grow Rebel HQ, another money source for y'all, to over 1 million followers, dog. I average 30 million views a year on Rebel HQ myself. None of those views join my personal YouTube channel or nothing. So the pennies that they give me is not enough to make me sell my soul. I don't know what's going on. And if y'all are cool with it, I need to question y'all bona fides. And I'm not talking about YouTube personally. I'm talking about everybody who say they part of the Squirrel Gang, the Dragon Squad. I need to know what's going on. We should be asking these questions, dog. And we shouldn't be asking these questions with questions. We should be asking these questions with the lack of subscriptions.
That's right.
That's right. In that manner, I don't give you enough to pay nobody's bill, but I subscribe at $100 a month. That's a big level from one person when you got over 1 billion views. I cannot spend that $100 a month to TYT. As long as they're acting as if Donald Trump followers aren't the people.
All right, there we go. So the brother there, he it's his right to say whatever he has to say with Donald Trump or how he feels about Donald Trump. But he gives $100 every month to the TYT. He's a member of the contributors to a channel called Rebel HQ, whatever it is. And who gives a fuck who's watching? And he knows we see the writing on the wall and we see the pivot. Everybody has done it. And I really don't give a fuck, really, because I know Chink Yoga is a fucking idiot. And the witch there she will do anything for money. She's a liar. She's a hypocrite. She's everything. Let's listen to this last segment. I don't even know what it is, but we'll try. Okay, let me see it. Yeah. I have to learn how to do this. Come on, man. What happened to me? All right, hold on. Is that it? Yeah. All right, let's listen to this last segment. I don't know what it is. I don't even know.
I know. So
What? I think we saw already.
Happy with me, and everyone will hear exactly what they want to hear. Criminals are.
All right, this is the fucking, when she's saying that criminals are good and that only white people go to jail. I'm a dog whistle. I'm going to use racism now to get to the next bag. I've been yelling for the last 20 years that the white people are evil, and they are, and blah, 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 and they hate everybody, blah, 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 blah. When I was getting the bag from the progressive whites, now I'm going to say, well, those poor whites are being stripped of their privileges, and if they go to jail, everybody's okay with it. And if they're right wing, nobody's saying that. My message is, forget about the TYT. Shenko Sink is an idiot. You can see. I never know why I don't see it. But go to every segment you see he does with her when he talks, when he freelances, when he doesn't read what's on the prompter, and he starts freelancing at the end. He looks at the witch for approval. He looks at the witch for approval, man. He's like, did I say this right? Am I making this right or not? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I think we had a good show. Sorry for taking a long time. It's been like, what, 2 months? Just to end something with Donald Trump, I think that the media should shut the fuck up. Let him put whoever he wants. He won the presidency. Who cares if they experience or not experience? It's his problem, because if he doesn't do the right thing, the Republicans are going to lose the midterm, and they're going to lose the other election. So leave him the fuck alone, man. He won. You don't win the election. All right, we meet next time. This is Omar from the Third Rail. I love you all. Stay in touch. The TYT are grifters, and that witch is a liar. Nobody attacked that, and there was no guy named Jeff. I could swear on that.
Yeah.